Yes, I'm Roman and today I am here with another video, an exciting video. As you all know, one of the main themes of my channel is languages. And so today I will look at some popular movies, cartoons and animations and see how they have been translated in other languages. Primarily, I'll be using the languages that I'm currently studying or that I currently speak. Let's go.
One boy would discover he'd been left all alone.
Number 1, Home Alone. This is a popular Christmas film which is about a young boy by the name of Kevin who was left home by his parents whilst they were going on their vacation. And by the title alone, we can already have an idea of what the film will be about. However, how has this been translated in other languages? In French, it's been translated as Maman, j'ai raté l'avion. So in other words, Mom, I missed the plane. It's quite a weird title, so to speak. However, I suppose it makes sense because his parents had to go to the airport, take the plane, and go to Paris. So he technically missed the plane, but I don't think it's the best translation.
On a raté l'avion à 10 secondes près. Oh, Dieu soit super. On n'a rien oublié.
And in Spanish, it is Solo en Casa, which sounds pretty close to the original translation, Home Alone.
5 chicos, 6 chicas, 4 padres y el señor Don Gato. Llegamos tarde. No, llegan a tiempo. ¡Bien!
Then in German, we have Kevin allein zu Haus. Kevin is home alone, which is pretty good if I must say so, because we know the name of the main character and that he's home alone.
Weihnachtsferien flogen.
Habt ihr den Flug verpasst? Nein, Sie schaffen es nicht.
Vergaßen Sie ein...
Then we have Japanese, which is home alone. My Japanese is not that good, but my friend who is Japanese pronounced it for me, so here it is.
Home Alone.
There's not much to say. The Japanese actually just took the original name and tried pronouncing it, so...
家族で過ごすはずのクリスマス。
And then in Brazilian Portuguese, the name is Esqueceram de mim, which means that they forgot about me. And if you think about it, that is literally what happened. His parents punished him, and via that punishment, they put him in the attic and forgot about him. So I think this is a pretty good translation of the title. I think so.
Onde é que vocês estão?
And in Italian, the translation is similar to the French one, which is Mamma, ho perso l'aereo, which means Mom, I missed the plane.
Kevin non c'è.
Cosa?
And in conclusion, the translation that wins, in my opinion, would be the Portuguese one, which says they forgot me. Or maybe the German one, which is Kevin home alone. Number 2, Despicable Me. This is a popular movie, which is about an evil guy, this very evil person by the name of Gru, who has this master plan of stealing the moon. In French, the title is Moi, moche et méchant, which simply means me or I, ugly and evil. I think this is a terrible translation. Maybe evil, but not quite ugly, because I could be good looking and evil, unless you're saying my character is ugly. I don't know. In Latin American Spanish, it is mi villano favorito. My favorite villain. I think this has nothing to do with what the film is about, unless you will think of the kids who he will adopt and they will think he's their favorite villain. And in German, the translation is Ich einfach unverbesserlich, which means me simply incorrigible, which means that I cannot be corrected. This is a terrible translation. I'm sorry, it is. And please forgive my German accent. It's terrible, I know. Now, Japanese by far has the most interesting title, which is Kaito Guru no Tsuku Dorobu. And I also asked my friend to pronounce it here.
怪盗グルーの月泥棒
And that means mysterious thief, Gru's moon thief. That makes no sense to me. I don't know what the Japanese were thinking, but that makes no sense. In Italian, it is quite good. It's the same, almost the same, as the original translation, which is cattivissimo me. Evil me, wicked me, despicable me.
Raggio gelante, raggio gelante, raggio gelante!
And in Portuguese, it is the same as Spanish, which is mio malvado favorito. And the comment is the same as the one I gave for Spanish. So if I am to choose the best translation, it goes to Italy. So the Italian translation is the closest to the original.
You knew there was a shark out there. You knew it was dangerous.
Number 3, Jaws. This is a popular movie about a big shark which eats people, a man-eating shark. That's the plot in a few words. In French, the translation is Les dents de la mer, which means the teeth of the sea or the sea's teeth. I think this is a pretty figurative translation and I like it. I really like it.
Je viens d'apprendre qu'une jeune fille a été tuée ici il y a 8 jours. Et vous le saviez.
In Spanish, it was quite literal. Tiburon. I mean, just by seeing the title, you know what the film will be about. Sharks. Versus hearing Jaws, you think, what will this be about?
He sabido hoy que una chica fue destrozada hace una semana.
In German, it is Der Weißhai, which means the white shark. That is literally a description of what the movie is, a visual description, a great white shark. There's nothing creative or special about that, just like in Spanish, so...
Erst jetzt habe ich gehört, dass es letzte Woche schon eine Tote gegeben hat. Und Sie haben es gewusst. Sie wussten, dass da draußen ein Hai ist.
And similarly in Italian, it is lo squalo, which simply means the shark. So this translation lacks creativity.
Non sarà facile per niente. È una brutta bestia. E va ucciso alla svelta.
The winner is obviously French, because the meaning is so figurative. The teeth of the sea or the sea's teeth. I definitely love the translation. Very figurative, creative too.
Navy SEAL Shane Wolf has seen action in every corner of the globe.
And finally, we have The Pacifier, which is a popular action movie about an elite Navy SEAL soldier. And he failed one of his missions, and so as a way of redeeming himself, he was tasked with protecting his boss's family. In other words, he was babysitting. In French, it is quite simple, babysitter. Babysitter. And it's what I said when I was explaining the plot. He's a babysitter.
Shane Wolf, des Navy SEAL, a combattu aux 4 coins de la planète.
Now, Spanish has to have the most ridiculous title, which is Un kangaroo super duro. A super hard, a super tough kangaroo. Spain, what were you thinking? ¿Qué estabas pensando, tío?
El soldado Shane Wolf ha visto la acción en todos los rincones del globo.
The Dutch were a little bit more creative. Their babynator, their babynator, their babynator, which is a babysitter, someone who takes care of a baby, a nanny.
Navy SEAL Shane Wolf kämpfte auf der ganzen Welt.
And in Italian, we have Missione TATA, which means mission nanny, mission babysitter. It sounds action-packed, action-filled.
Il Navy SEAL Shane Wolf ha compiuto missioni in ogni angolo del globo.
And finally, we have Portuguese, which is Operação Baba, which simply means Operation Babysitter. I think that's pretty good. It's similar to the Italian one, so...
Lulu, a gente pode conversar lá na sala?
If I had to choose a winner, I would say it's between Italian and Portuguese. I think they convey the idea that it is action-filled and that the main plot is about babysitting. Anyways, this was a very interesting video to make because being someone who loves languages, I'm fascinated by translation. I'm fascinated by how we express different ideas in different languages and how I feel like a different person depending on the language that I'm speaking. And voila, I had this idea and I decided to share it with you. I hope you like the video. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, like, share. And if you have any cool or weird translations, movie translations, cartoon, anime translations, you may also leave that in the comments down below. And with that said, I'll see you next time.
劇場公開から30年 世界的大ヒットを放ったスーパーコメディが初の 4K ウルトラ HD 化